What is up? We are back. I apologize for my bit of a hiatus. I was at a wedding of a dear friend, and we are back now. Though I'm excited to get into the grind. So I'm gonna throw up the daily chart. I'm going to remove all my current levels. I woke up and somehow I tweaked my neck, and it is absolutely painful. It is really weird. It's like a inability to move my head. I feel like Frankenstein. Um, but enough of that. We're gonna take a look at some levels here. We have bounced from this low that we set. We set a higher low. We've set a series of higher highs. Higher highs, higher lows. So we'll see what we got. As far as an area to watch to the upside, really curious about this area in here. Reason being, you can see that it was resistance. Once we broke above it, it was support numerous times, broke below it, resistance. That level as well, that 450.8 and that 451.7 or so. That 451.7 could be raised to 452. Just that general area. Not an exact line per se, but an area that I'm watching. Excuse me if I'm a little low energy, a little slow. I am dealing with some neck pain. Alright, I'm gonna throw on some lo-fi. See if we can't get things popping off here. We had some data come out before market open. We have some data coming out 30 minutes after market open. I believe that is pending home sales. Don't expect that to be a huge move for the market, but it could be. You could see some low volume until that news comes out. Those are also 445 and 444, some relevant levels that I really have been watching out for. I think even this area right in here, you could consider that one to watch. And I might dial these up a little bit as we go into a lower time frame and get more accurate references based on where we've been. Alrighty, let's take a look here. We're actually going to drop down into the 15-minute and just mark yesterday's highs and lows and the pre-market highs and lows. What is going on? My computer's struggling. Alright, so high of yesterday is here. Low of yesterday is here. We're going to edit those. To reflect that. I'm going to ignore these kind of anomalies in the pre-market when I'm marking highs and lows. So not really looking at those necessarily, not deeming those too important. We have our high up here. All right, so we're kind of opening right near the high of yesterday, or well, we still have some time. But in the pre-market, we're sitting right at the high of yesterday, which is 449.5. And we're in between, right around halfway in between the high and the low of the pre-market. No gap up. I am going to go back to a slightly higher time frame here and just look at where we're at. In terms of really a big resistance is 451, 452-ish area. 451.7, 452. If you look on the hourly, you can see why. Very much since we started this downtrend, we've been unable to break and finish above that area. And it acted as a strong support numerous times before we broke into this downtrend. So as far as going to the upside, if we get above that level, that 451.7/452, if we get above that, I think there's a lot of potential to the upside. There's also this level here at 451-ish, we'll call it 450.8, 451, that area in there. That's a pretty big area of resistance. As you can see, we rejected off it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many times in the past few months. So that's been an area that we've been unable to break through pretty much ever since we started this downtrend, and an area that we struggled to break through for a couple days. But once we did, we continued with that uptrend. I'm going to adjust my brightness real quick, so I'm going to turn my display off. I'll be right back. So, adjust my monitor here. Got a little bit of glare coming in through the window, so I can't quite see. Alright, we're back. The hourly chart for yesterday is insane. It's just a rocket straight up. Be sweet if we got another day like that. Man, my neck is freaking killing me. I just tweaked something this morning. I don't know if I slept weird or what, but it's very odd. It feels like I pinched a nerve. And it's extremely sensitive. It's just weird. I'm not accustomed to that. But as I was saying, in terms of moving to the upside, I think we have a few pretty big resistances in this 451 and 452-ish area. But ooh, I need to plug in my computer. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, I think I'll pull up my trading setup here. Going 1 day out on the expiration. God, everything's low battery. Must not have charged anything lately. I'm struggling this morning, I apologize. Okay. As far as calls go, we'll pull up like a 451. Puts we'll look at maybe like a 449. We do have, like I said, we do have some news for pending home sales coming out 30 minutes after open, so 10 Eastern Standard, 8 a.m. my time. As far as my approach to today, we had a huge run up yesterday. We have a few levels above us to break if we really want to make a continuation of this uptrend. But yeah, I'm just gonna be patient, watch how the price is playing out, see if we can establish a trend. Yeah, having been away a few days and not feeling my best this morning, I'm not going to rush into any trades. But if there's some good trades that present themselves, I'll look to capitalize. So we're opening right at yesterday's high a day. I would expect us to rally up and retest that pre-market high. So it looks like we opened right at that 449.5 level, which was yesterday's high a day. And we are looking to go up and retest the pre-market high would be my assumption. We hit that 450 level. As you can see, we touched 450. Had a little bit of a temporary rejection there. Why the hell did it set me back like 3 months when I changed my time frame? Coming up, approaching that pre-market high. Didn't hit it just quite yet. Broke above the pre-market high. Wow, should have taken calls off the open. What the hell is going on? So it hit pre-market high, pushed up above it a little bit. Now you see we're rejecting off it pretty heavily. Got pushed back below that 450 area. Pushing right back up to retest it again. Pushed right back below that 450. Wow. So we closed right below that pre-market high, opened right at it. So far we're pushing up above it. Do we set a new high? Not quite. So rejected off the pre-market high, finding a little bit of support at 450. We'll see if that holds. Breaking below it. Wow. Quite a rejection off that pre-market high. Next area to see is if we hold the high of yesterday. There we came and tested it pretty much to a T. So far it's held. Coming and retesting again. So far it's holding. Still holding. Don't know if it will hold for long as we continue to test it. Not really seeing any sign of a relief here. So we held that the opening print in terms of where we opened up right at 449.5. Also happened to coincide with yesterday's high a day. It looks like we're holding that for now. We got about a minute and a half left on this candle. So as we're looking to come to a close, looks like we got a pretty strong bounce off the yesterday's high slash the opening price of today. We're pushing back up towards that pre-market high. We'll see if we set a higher low here on this candle, or if we retest that low of day. Looks like we're coming down to retest that low of day. Coming down, testing that low. See if we can break it. Not quite. So it looks like that area is holding for now. So opening print right around 449.5 is holding pretty strong. We've had two tests to break it. We've bounced both times. Getting some really weird body or candles where we have small bodies, super long bottom wicks. Pretty low volume on the current candle as well. Coming up to retest that pre-market high, it looks like. There's the retest. Do we set a new high? Not yet. So pretty low volume on these candles here. I'm gonna take a put. My stop will be just a little bit above the high a day. The reason being is we've shown some weakness. We have shown some strength down here though, so that would certainly be my target if we reach that area, as we haven't been able to break below that 449.5. So that is my target to sell if we hit that. So stopped out there as we broke above the pre-market high, set a new high. Got a bit of volume coming in on that push up. So we have officially set a, for now, an uptrend. We have a new high, a higher low. We're almost coming to a close here, and it looks like we're struggling to close above that pre-market level. We'll see. Looks like we'll get it here. So we're in an uptrend, showing some strength. Essentially all I'm waiting for now is a pullback and a retest of resistance turn support, and look for continuation upwards. My first trade was, well, we hadn't established a trend quite yet when I took the trade, but my first trade was a put. Took a small loss on that. It was on this candle here as we were coming up to retest the pre-market high that we had failed to break above twice. We showed some weakness. We also showed an inability to break below this level, so I guess that should have been a pretty clear indicator for me. We are showing a lot of strength to the upside. We're testing that 450.8 level that I had marked off the daily. We broke above it. So a lot of strength to the upside today. Looking like almost a continuation from yesterday. If that's the case, that'd be great. I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for a close above one of these levels, a strong close above it. I'm looking for a healthy pullback into one of those levels, and for that level to hold and act as support, at which that point I will be looking to take a call and a continuation of this move upwards. So we'll see what we get here. Got about a minute left. We'll see if we can get a strong close above that 450.8 level. A lot of volume coming in on this push up too. Good. And it confirms some support for that uptrend. Got about 20 seconds left. We're pushing up, wow, volume pushed up. We pushed up above that 451 price. Showing a lot of strength. Pulling up 452 calls because my next target would be up in here, and I think we might even get above that. So strength that we're showing, I would not be surprised. So now I want to see a little bit of a pullback into one of these levels and holding of that level to confirm getting into calls and continuing long. So retested that 450.8. It's holding so far. I'm looking for at least one candle close above that level to confirm that it's going to hold. And I would not re-enter, I would enter a position on a second test of that level. I'm not sure we're gonna get a pullback. We retested that level and we're kind of ripping from there, setting new highs. I might just go for 460 calls. We'll probably hit it today. 500 calls, fuck it, why not? This is insane. I don't even know if I'll get an opportunity to enter position. Even the 452s are pricey now. A lot of volume coming in. Got about a minute left on this candle here. I'd really like to see a retest of this level. so I can get a solid entry near support. One of the higher volume candles on the day, aside from I guess the opening two on this current one. So we do have some pending home sales data coming out right now. We'll see if that has any effect on the market. So just making new highs. No slowing down whatsoever. It's an interesting day. It looks like a repeat of yesterday. Just a straight line up. Not really getting any pullbacks. I guess we got to retest this level here. But yeah, we'll see if I get a good entry. I'm gonna try to be patient, not FOMO. It's hard when you see price do this to not just try to jump into calls at the first option you get. But I'm gonna follow my rules and try to get a good entry here. If we break above this level, this is my level. I don't have anything above that to the upside. I was saying if we could get above this, then we have a lot of room to the upside. 451.7/452. This whole zone is one that I'm really watching. I think that's, if we can get through that, we have a lot of potential to move to the upside. About 30 seconds here on this. It looks like we got a little bit of rejection off that 451.5 price. See if we pull back into our level, or if we just hold right at 451, which is another possibility here. I wouldn't expect any major rejection until we get up into this area. This is a big area on the daily. On higher time frames, this 451.7 to 452-ish area is pretty big resistance on higher time frames. I don't expect any sort of crazy sell-off until potentially this level. So volume's kind of fallen a bit. We may be due for a healthy pullback. We'll see. Looks like we're pushing up. Let's see if we get a retest of the high a day. Kind of struggling to make a new high. I would not be surprised to see us come down and retest this level. So retesting the high, well, not quite. Might get a retest of the high here though. So now we're getting the retest of the high day. See if we are able to break it. There's the retest. Do we set a new high? Not quite. There's a new high. I am probably going to take a put once we reach up in this area, just because the volume is dying down. We had some weak price action in here. We have some heavy resistance here. It is counter to the trend, but I believe that we're going to see a bit of a pullback from this area before a continuation upwards. Not that I expect us to downtrend at all, not what I'm trying to say. Just that I think we are losing some momentum and we need a healthy pullback. And I believe that we'll see that once we reach here. So just a few seconds till we get a close on this candle. See if we test this area here. So there's a bit of that pullback that I was expecting to happen once we got up in this area. It looks like it happened a little before. So there's the move that I was hoping to capture if we tested this area. I'm expecting us to find some support here where we found it before. Pretty high volume on this candle so far. Broke below that level. We'll see if we close above it. We got about 30 seconds left here. Looks like we probably won't close above it unless we get a real push here at the end, but we are having a serious sell-off at this once we got up to this area. We didn't quite reach the zone that I was looking for, but I was expecting a lot of resistance up here. Kind of a bummer. It's a really nice move. I would have liked to catch it. I was looking to catch that move. We just didn't quite hit the price that I was looking for. And now we're having a serious sell-off. I'd say it's pretty important for us to hold this pre-market high if we have any hopes of continuing upwards. But it's a pretty brutal sell-off right now. Looks like we are finding support at that level. We're seeing a bit of a bounce happen here. I want to see us hold this level on this candle close, and then if we are able to hold above this level, I'd like to take a call on a retest for 451 strike. If we can hold this level, it looks like we are struggling to do so currently. Wow, what a sell-off. I feel like I've had FOMO in both ways on the move up, and I was looking to get in puts up here. I didn't quite get it, and now we're rallying down, and it's like I'm getting FOMO on both sides, but trying to stay composed and not rush into any trades. Wow, what a sell-off, holy. We'll see if we can hold that pre-market high. We might still push up and close above it. But we have some really high volume coming in on these past two candles here. These past two red candles have been very high volume, as you can see. Insane. So I do not think we're going to close above this level. We see very high volume coming in as we continue to sell off. Insane movement. Wow. What a move. Oh my gosh. I do not want to have 20/20 hindsight, but yeah, I was looking for puts on a test in this area. We didn't quite get it. The move that we got is more than I would have hoped for. I honestly would have trimmed right here, but would have missed most of the move had I done so. Now we're looking for this level to hold. It's just a game of, are we going to sell to zero, or are we going to find a support at some point? Holy cow. Oh my gosh. This is insane. What is going on right now? Some serious volume and volatility happening. It is crazy. This is wild. I can't say I've seen price action like this in a while. Sharp rise up, an extremely sharp decline. Jesus, there's not really even an opportunity to take an entry. There's no pullbacks on either side. What a wild day. This is just insane. Look at this chart, man. We're showing strength to the upside, and then just 15 minutes wipe out the entire day and more. Crazy stuff. And look at the volume. Volume's as high as the opening candle. It's nuts. Still have a minute and a half left here. You'd think Jerome Powell's speaking the way this chart's looking. Jeez, it is. I just can't get over this. Still waiting for an entry. I've not really had any good opportunities to take an entry. I guess the last opportunity I had was this, according to what I look for when I take a trade. But look at the volume coming in. What the hell is going on right now? Do we close above this level? We're finding a little bit of support. There's some insane volume coming in. This is a crazy day. And we're pushing up. We'll see if we get that close above the opening print. If we do, I could be tempted to take a call here with pretty small risk. but we'll see. I'm not looking to jump into it. So we didn't get that close above. Excuse me. This might be an opportunity. Man, this has got me psyched out. I'll take a put here. I think we could see a little bit of recovery. Just how violent that sell-off is. So I'm a little skeptical of taking this trade. In terms of how much continuation downwards we'll get from here. Like if we reclaim this level, I could see us recovering a little bit. Yeah, I'm out of that one. So just terrible trading today. I got caught up in some weird moves. Yeah, today faked me out really hard. I was looking for puts up here. We didn't quite get it. That would have been great. Yeah, today got me a little bit. taking a call as we retest this opening print. We showed our ability to hold it and rally above. Still kind of in a weird place here, so I'm not sure I love it. My stop is if we break below this level. My target would be this level up here, but that depends on how we react to this pre-market high. This will be my last trade of the day. Like I said, I don't know. I feel a little off today. I probably shouldn't have even taken this trade. But I did feel strongly that if we could hold this level that we might see a reversal. We had really high volume on this. We had a strong push up. So we'll see if we can have any more strength to the upside. I wouldn't hold my breath necessarily, but we'll see. So we're seeing some pretty good support from that opening print area. Really, I'm looking to see if we can break above this level. If we can, targeting this area or this 451 area in terms of where I would take profit. Not looking so good. We'll see if this if the opening print holds. But this does look like it could just be a lower high. And we might just see a continuation of the sell-off. I was thinking that that strong break above and hold above the opening print would be a bit of a recovery. I could certainly be wrong though. I probably am wrong. We'll see. We'll let it play out, but it's not looking super hot for me. Today was an odd day. For me at least. It was hard for me to read. Seeing a little bit of strength show up. The key indicator would be if we could break above this 450.2 or just this area that we've seen some resistance prior. We can do that. This level up here or this 451 is not out of question at all. But we really need to show a good break above this to see that continuation up. Ultimately, this would be my profit target right here. If we can break above this level, but that's a big if looking at the price action right now. Still got about a minute left on this candle. Pretty low volume overall. So we need to see some strength here. Pre-market high. Super low volume though on these past couple candles, which concerns me. We are still hopeful. We're pushing up. Let's see if we can, there we go. Got a little bit of volume coming in on that. Wasn't looking good. We had an inability to break higher. We're getting really low volume. I already took 2 losses on the day, so I just trimmed the couple dollar profit that I had, and I'll call that a day. Yeah, odd day, super odd. That sell-off. I thought we'd get a pullback if we reached this level. We didn't quite reach it, but boy oh boy did we get a pullback. So I kind of missed everything today. Not a great day for me, first day back, but it is what it is, and we'll be back tomorrow. I'll make a recap this evening, looking over what I did wrong, because I made a few mistakes in here. And yeah, first trade of the day was probably my best trade in terms of following my rules and the setup that I would look for. Second trade of the day was pretty garbage. I had no confirmation on that. And third trade of the day was just obviously was the one trade that I made some money on, but it wasn't great either. So yeah, overall, I'd give myself like a D. A D. Not a great day. Didn't blow my account or nothing. I think $20 loss on the day. It's ugly. It's not great. But we're still alive. No blowing of accounts. And we're gonna call it a day and just avoid over trading any sort of FOMO or anything. Missed both big moves. Big move to the upside and missed the move to the downside. And yeah, kind of got caught up in the middle, taking some L's. So with that, thank you. Like I said, I'll make a recap looking at what happened today, and I appreciate it. Hope you all have a good day. Peace.